Ladies and gentlemen, top secret documents accessed by Times Now, and here I hold them in my hand. These documents show that some elements in the Central Bureau of Investigation may have been paid off to prevent the questioning of a top Congress leader and a state-level minister. The revelations will embarrass Rahul Gandhi, who has tweeted suggesting that the CBI scandal is an attempt by the Modi government to persecute the Congress leaders who have been allegedly linked to irregularities. This sensational revelation comes on a day when Rahul Gandhi once again pounced on the turmoil within the CBI to target Prime Minister Narendra Modi for infiltrating the CBI's number 2 as a weapon of political vendetta. Rahul Gandhi's statement comes even as the Supreme Court had cleared after 3 hearings the appointment of Mr. Rakesh Asthana, the CBI's number 2. But Rahul Gandhi calls it infiltration. Rahul Gandhi seems to have jumped the gun yet again. And ladies and gentlemen, Times Now has now accessed documents that show that permission-seeking custodial interrogation of Moin Qureshi, Pradeep Koneru and key witness Satish Babu Sana was blocked by Director CBI, repeatedly triggering the turmoil that has engulfed the CBI. What Asthana claims in his letter to the CVC is the fact that his repeated attempts to have the custodial interrogation of the 4 main accused would have led to the biggest scalps, such as the Congress Neta from Telangana, who is the missing link in the Moin Qureshi case so far. And joining me tonight is our internal security editor Nikunj Garg. And Nikunj Garg, before I come to you, let's show our viewers these documents, and these documents show just what we are talking about. We are talking about the linkages, and this statement says Satish Sana during his examination is found to have been changing his version time and again. During his first examination at Hyderabad on the 12th of October 2017, he has stated that he knew Sri Sukesh Gupta since 2004 and that during December 2013, Amit Agarwal, brother-in-law of Sukesh Gupta, approached him through Mohammad Shabbir Ali. Who is Mohammad Shabbir Ali? Nikunj, I'll come to you on that in just a bit, and asked for help in getting Sukesh Gupta out of jail. And in due course of time, he along with Amit Agarwal and Shabbir Ali went to Delhi and met Moin Qureshi at his Defence Colony office, upon which Moin Qureshi told that he will get the work done through Ranjit Sinha, the then Director CBI, in lieu of rupees 3 crore. This is the payoff. 3 crore rupees to Ranjit Sinha through Moin Qureshi, who is a UPA era middleman, a meat exporter who also had links with former CBI director AP Singh. And AP Singh had to resign from the UPSC, Union Public Services Commission, after this scandal really broke out. So going across to Nikunj Garg. Nikunj, who is Mohammad Shabbir Ali and what is the link that really exposes Rahul Gandhi?
Well, Navika, Shabbir Ali is a powerful state politician in Telangana. He is very important for in Congress's scheme of things in that part of the country, and particularly in the state of Telangana, he's been a state minister. He's an influential minority community leader and a number of time MLA. Now, the documents that you read, Navika, right in the very beginning, the document says that Satish Sana has been changing his statements. Precisely the reason why any self-respecting investigating agency and investigation team would want interrogation of the entire chain of individuals linked to each other to reach a final conclusion, because you need corroborations of statements that an individual has been changing. Now, in this case, of course, Satish Sana's custodial interrogation was being demanded by Mr. Rakesh Asthana. Director CBI was blocking it. In Shabbir Ali's case, what is surprising and shocking, and that is what forces us to draw this inference, that there is a connection between Shabbir Ali, Congress party and the stalling of the investigations, is that neither Enforcement Directorate nor the Central Bureau of Investigation till this day has ever even served a summons or wanted to question Shabbir Ali. It baffles me, it belies logic, and it is completely beyond any reasonable propositions of an investigation process that a man in the middle, a powerful politician who is connected, who is making you meet the man who is swinging the deal in your favor in lieu of such a large sum of money. Of course, 3 crore is one tranche. Money has changed hands at other occasions also. But the investigating agencies completely chose to ignore that link. I mean, how do you establish the testimonial of an individual who is changing his testimonies and other co-accused whom you also want for custodial interrogation, but you're not wanting to touch the Congress Neta? I mean, it's absolutely shocking. No investigation process can ever reach its fruition unless you establish the entire chain of events independent of individuals' testimonials. Now, in this process, Shabbir Ali is the key man. He is being mentioned by Satish Sinha. He's saying that he took us to Moin Qureshi to meet the then director CBI, and you haven't even served him a notice. So this belies logic. Clearly, there is a hidden hand which is manipulating the entire investigation process. In whose favor? Who is doing it? We are not the adjudicating authority. The Central Vigilance Commission is seized of the matter. It will certainly, at some point of time, take a call. The cabinet secretary is involved. But clearly, on the papers, there is certain huge gaps in the investigation, and those gaps clearly appear motivated.
Yes, and in this connection, Nikunj, I would like to show our viewers. This is the signature of Rakesh Asthana, the number 2 in the CBI. And what does he recommend after he's got the documents from his subordinates? He says custodial interrogation of following accused: Moin Qureshi, Pradeep Koneru, Satish Sinha and Aditya Sharma. Aditya Sharma is the employee of Moin Qureshi. All of these 4 are required. Reasons given for the necessity of their custodial interrogation in the proposal as well as in the pre-paras are appropriate, and I endorse the proposal. May kindly approve, and he sends it to the director CBI. This is on the 20th of September 2018. This is what the number 2 in the CBI is recommending. He is recommending that Satish Sinha, the crucial guy who is talking about Shabbir Ali, who is the conduit to Moin Qureshi, paying 3 crores in one tranche and more money in later tranches to try and fix some deals with the then director CBI Ranjit Sinha, is the man who he wants arrested and wants custodial interrogation of. And what is Alok Verma, the CBI director, on 24th of September saying? Put up statements given before ED and CBI of those proposed to be arrested. However, the director of prosecution should be also intimated, and he should examine the case after perusing the prosecution complaint filed by the Enforcement Directorate. Why should the CBI be so dependent on the Enforcement Directorate's case? Question number 1. And he says, put on record all the evidence available. So he actually stalls. He actually stalls and says, bring in the Enforcement Directorate, bring in the Director of Prosecution, and sends the file back on the 24th of September. And ladies and gentlemen, remember that this is followed up on the 3rd of October by Rakesh Asthana, the special director in the CBI, who says, kindly see on paras N33 onwards in this regards, as discussed in pre-paras and as recommended earlier, wide N26 custodial interrogation of all the 4 accused is necessary to find out the truth. Investigation has reached a crucial stage, and it is submitted that the proposal at this stage shall not kindly be referred to the Director of Prosecution. May kindly approve the proposal. This is what Asthana recommends again on the 3rd of October. And this Satish Sinha is the same man who's supposed to have bribed Rakesh Asthana. Rakesh Asthana is talking about his arrest, but he's supposed to have bribed Rakesh Asthana, and an FIR is filed against Rakesh Asthana on this issue. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you the legitimate question on the Newshour tonight. Did the Congress link trigger this CBI crisis? That's the big question. That's the big question. Was Shabir Ali the basic weak link? And has Rahul Gandhi jumped the gun? That's the question, and that's the big debate that's coming up. That's the scandal, Congress CBI scandal link. That's coming up on the debate on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
And joining me on the debate tonight, Tuhin Sinha, author and leader of the BJP. Joining me live from Mumbai, Shehzad Poonawala, lawyer. Ishkaran Bhandari, advocate. Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst. Dushyant Nagar, political analyst. Dinkar Langa, spokesperson of the TDP. And my first question on the first segment, that's called The Standpoint, goes to Tehseen Poonawala, who will be taking on Tuhin Sinha. And Tehseen Poonawala.
Ji.
Vested interests. Rahul Gandhi calls an infiltration by the CBI number 2. Why does he jump into this? And what would you say about Shabir Ali, who has been named in these investigations as a conduit paying off money with the same Satish Sana, who is a conduit one way or another, paying money to allegedly to former CBI director Ranjit Sinha, paying money to allegedly to Rakesh Asthana. Whichever way you look at it, Satish Sana is a dubious character, and Shabir Ali is linked to Satish Sana.
So,
was the Congress trying to fish in troubled waters, trying to create a rift within the CBI because they didn't want the Congress link to come out?
So whichever way you look at it, Rahul Gandhi is absolutely right, because the CBI has now become a dubious institution, and I've said this before on your show, ma'am, and I'll explain to you why. Let's assume Mr. Asthana is speaking the truth. If Asthana Saab is speaking the truth, it's a matter of great concern that Alok Verma Saab is filing false FIRs. And if Alok Verma Saab is speaking the truth, it's a matter of great concern that Asthana Saab is taking bribes. Now this entire case rests on Sri Satish Sana. What does Sri Satish Sana say? And this is the case that goes to the CVC. Sri Satish Sana says that a bribe of 2 crore rupees, not 3 crore rupees, was offered to the former CBI director. But here is the catch. Today, DSP Devinder Kumar is arrested. DSP Devinder Kumar is arrested because Sri Satish Sana's statement recorded under Section 161 on 26/9/2018 in Delhi is a fake statement, because on this particular date, the phone call records show that Sri Sana was actually in Hyderabad. So Sri Devinder Kumar, the DSP of CBI, actually recorded a fake statement of Sri Sana, and that statement was sent to the CVC to put Alok Verma ji in trouble. Now, all of this may be untrue, but this shows the rot under the CBI, under the Modi government. Now, all of us are made to believe that Modi ji is the best administrator perhaps in the world, the most powerful prime minister perhaps in the world, and the question therefore needs to be asked, why under Modi ji's able administration is his number 1 and number 2 fighting? Either ways, either number 1 is filing a fake case against number 2, or number 2 is taking a bribe. Either way, this needs to be sorted out, and the country needs answers. Rahul Gandhi did not fish in troubled waters. Rahul Gandhi actually exposed the Modi administration, which is a continuance of the Gujarat model of Narendra Modi Sahab.
Well, that's dot on time. Your counter, Tuhin Sinha. Is the Congress deliberately trying to erode the credibility of the CBI because it's all the UPA era scams that are now being investigated?
So Navika, this entire episode in fact reminds me of the last few years of UPA, when under Ranjit Sinha, who used to operate as a personal staff of the Gandhis, the CBI was used to operating in a way which would cover up all of UPA's corruptions. In fact, if you remember, in 2017, the Supreme Court had passed a stricture against Ranjit Sinha, asking him why he had stalled the movement on the 2G scam. So apparently, some of the moles from that time remain in the CBI, who have been used by the present, somebody at the top level in the CBI to cover up those Telangana leaders. I don't see any other inference from the way the Telangana members of the Congress have been shielded in this case of corruption. Now, when you come to Rahul Gandhi's selective memory and his selective attack through his tweets, it is very appalling that this is not the first attempt he has tried to politicize institutions of national importance. Some few weeks ago, he had made a tweet, he had issued a tweet wherein he said that, the SPG chief was removed because apparently he wanted some RSS members, and that a senior official of the MHA had revealed this information to him, whereas the MHA official clearly contradicted Rahul Gandhi. Last week he went to HAL with a completely false propaganda. So I think it's about time Rahul Gandhi keeps himself out of institutions which are of national importance and let them do their job.
Well, it's good that you say Rahul Gandhi has to keep himself out, but why is the government keeping itself out? That's the big question. The question is, trouble has been brewing, and let me open up the debate. Trouble has been brewing as far as the CBI is concerned, and Ishkaran Bhandari, is the onus on the government to have sorted this out or allowed the entire issue to be completely blown out of proportion in such a manner that the credibility of the premier investigation agency is now being questioned?
Navika, first we need to deal with how confused Rahul Gandhi is. He has been till yesterday saying CBI is completely controlled by the government, is being used as a weapon, and today he says Asthana is a blue-eyed boy, an infiltrator of the Prime Minister. How is the institution directly controlled by PM as per Rahul Gandhi till yesterday being used to target Congress leaders, now acting against, as per Rahul Gandhi, the blue-eyed boy of the Prime Minister? That just shows how confused Rahul Gandhi is. He does not know what he speaks in the morning, what he speaks in the afternoon, and he contradicts himself in the evening. Both cannot be true, that CBI is absolutely controlled and Asthana is the Prime Minister's man. Both cannot coexist.
Sir, may I just ask you very humbly, as you are Shahzad, is Alok Verma ji correct or is Asthana ji correct? Just answer the country this. Is Alok Verma ji filing fake FIR or is Asthana ji taking a bribe? Please answer that. Forget what Rahul Gandhi does. He is not the Prime Minister. Answer this question.
I will answer that.
Swami ji says Alok Verma is correct.
Don't repeat. I will answer that.
Just to
Rahul Gandhi as the leader of, not the leader of opposition, but the president of the largest party, is a confused person, does not know CBI is controlled or Asthana is the infiltrator. He needs to make up his mind. He needs to make up at least what allegation he wants to make before anybody can answer. Secondly, in this case, the government is letting the law take its course. Whatever is the truth will emerge, but it will only emerge after some investigation. And the Prime Minister is hands-off Prime Minister. He has always maintained CBI is an autonomous body, and we are seeing the autonomy being functioned here, because till yesterday you were saying Asthana is his man. If the FIR is registered, that means CBI is an autonomous body. You have absolutely proved how autonomous and how hands-off the Prime Minister is. And tomorrow, when CBI charge sheets Congress leaders, that will also be an autonomous decision of an investigating body. That is what is the position from the day one, that it's an autonomous body functioning autonomously. Now, Congress time, it was called a cage parrot by none less than the Supreme Court. So Congress cannot understand how an institution can be an autonomous institution, an independent institution.
Not resigning it as an FIR on him.
No,
somebody can answer that.
Other people have to get into this debate, and let me ask Mr. Dushyant Nagar. आपसे मैं सवाल पूछूं, ये सबसे पहले मोहम्मद शब्बीर अली का ये लिंक निकला है. ये लिंक जो है ये सीबीआई के डॉक्यूमेंट्स में दर्ज है, और किसके साथ दर्ज है? ये सेम सतीश सना, ये सेम अमित अग्रवाल, मोइन कुरैशी, और ये सब लोग सीबीआई के रडार में पिछले 3-4 साल से हैं. दुष्यंत नागर जी, अब जैसे ही सीबीआई के हाथ शब्बीर अली तक पहुंचना चाह रहे हैं, तो सडनली सीबीआई में एक वॉर डिक्लेयर हो जाती है. एंड इफ आई शोड यू अबाउट द 3 crore पेमेंट्स ऑन वन हैंड, देयर आर अदर्स. There are other mentions. The second version of Satish Sana was not found convincing, and he was further examined and confronted with Moin Qureshi on 20th February 2018, whereupon Satish Sana stated that in connection with bail matter of Sukesh Gupta, a meeting was held between him, Moin Qureshi, Shabir Ali, Amit Agarwal and Anurag Gupta in Hotel Claridge's, New Delhi. After completion of the meeting, they came outside near the pawn shop in Hotel Claridge's, where Moin Qureshi left in his vehicle saying that he is going to meet CBI chief, that is Ranjit Sinha. After bail was granted to Sukesh Gupta, Moin Qureshi started mounting pressure on him to pay the agreed amount of rupees 3 crore. There is also conversation of, in fact, before ED, he had diverted payment of 1.5 crore to Moin Qureshi of 2012 to be connected with bail matter of Sukesh Gupta. So there are payments, and Aditya Sharma is a key employee of Moin Qureshi who was delivering cash and for and on behalf of Moin Qureshi. Evidence has come forth that he received 5.85 crore from Pradeep Koneru. Now, all of these people are people that Rakesh Asthana is saying should be arrested. Why is the Congress trying to sabotage that?
देखिए, कांग्रेस नेता, पहली बात तो शब्बीर शाह ने ये पूरा षड्यंत्र कर दिया, आपका मानना है? कांग्रेस इन्वॉल्व है, सीबीआई। अब सीबीआई की जांच किससे कराई जाए? कौन सी ऐसी एजेंसी का गठन किया जाए जो सीबीआई की जांच करे? पहले सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जज आए कि भैया हमें न्याय दो, हम देश को बताने आए। अब सीबीआई कहाँ जाए? बड़े दुख और अविश्वास का प्रश्न आज देश के सामने खड़ा हो गया है, जिसको भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रवक्ता तुहिन सिन्हा जी, और तब ये तो हमारी तरफ थे, तोता बोलते थे सीबीआई को, आज उसको क्या नाम दिया जाएगा? ये विश्वसनीयता का प्रश्न है नाविका जी, ये भारत की प्रतिष्ठित एजेंसी की प्रतिष्ठा का सवाल है। ऐसा दुख का विषय। शहजाद भाई ने बड़े विस्तार से सारी बात कही। अगर झूठा है तो दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है, अगर सच्चा है तो अति दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है। प्रधानमंत्री और गृह मंत्री सीधे इस पे जवाब देना चाहिए।
मैं सिर्फ अपनी कुछ बातें रखना चाहता हूँ, चाहूंगा कि हस्तक्षेप ना हो।
नहीं,
मैं पहली बात
डिफर करता हूँ। देखिए, सुप्रीम कोर्ट में भी
I'll come back to you. Shehzad Poonawala is making a point.
देखिए, मैं सिर्फ इतना कहूँगा,
तो इनको बोल लेने दो, फिर आप बोल।
नहीं, अभी एंकरिंग भी कर ले।
तो
मैं कह रहा हूँ,
मौका मिलेगा तो एंकरिंग
बिल्कुल आप कर लेना एनडीटीवी
चीफ जस्टिस के खिलाफ।
मैं अभी बात रख सकता हूँ,
लेकिन हर इंस्टीट्यूशन में कुछ गड़बड़ियां होती हैं। आई थिंक पॉलिटिकल पार्टी शुड कीप आउट ऑफ इट।
कैन आई प्लीज मेक माय पॉइंट? तो मेरा सिर्फ इतना कहना है, आई जस्ट वांट टू से दिस मच, दैट नोबडी इज टेकिंग साइड्स ऑन सेइंग व्हिच ऑफिसर इज राइट और रॉन्ग. If Times Now or anybody wanted to take a side, Nikunj Garg, a very competent reporter, had access to the letters written by Mr. Asthana to the Cabinet Secretary on Mr. Alok Verma. That could have been used. We also
have all the documents written by Mr. Asthana to the CVC.
Exactly.
Each and every document that he says.
Now somebody will interrupt before I make my point.
And may I tell you that he has written to the Cabinet Secretary that
detailing everything,
that Alok Verma has got a bribe from the same Satish Sana. Allegedly, and this letter was written on the 24th of August,
much before this
before the same allegation has been put on Mr. Asthana.
तो सतीश सना किसका हथियार बना ये अपने को नहीं पता है, पर आई जस्ट वांट टू से दिस मच दैट इफ इट हैड टू बी पोलिटिसाइज्ड, देयर इज एन इंस्टीट्यूशन, एक्चुअली दुष्यंत जी शुड नो दैट सीवीसी इज द इंस्टीट्यूशन टू रिजॉल्व दीज इश्यूज. बट राहुल गांधी को क्या है, राहुल गांधी इज वेरी ईगर टू डू पॉलिटिक्स. तो दे डिड दिस एंटायर महाभियोग, द इंपीचमेंट थिंग अगेंस्ट द चीफ जस्टिस, दे अबॉर्टेड इट हाफ वे, बट दे टार्निश्ड द जुडिशरी. व्हाट वाज राहुल गांधी सेइंग एंड हिज एडवाइजर्स यूज्ड टू कम हियर, दे यूज्ड टू से कि ये दूसरे नंबर के जज को अभी हटा देंगे, ये गोगोई को नहीं बनने देंगे. कितना माहौल पैदा कर दिया जुडिशरी के खिलाफ, अविश्वास का माहौल. आज वही चीज सीबीआई के, और कौन कर रहा है, जिनके दो डायरेक्टर जेल की हवा, मतलब उनके ऊपर केसेस फाइल हो चुके हैं, वो लोग जिन्होंने सीबीआई को केज पैरेड बनाने का काम किया, वो लोग आज दुहाई दे रहे सीबीआई को कैसे चलाते हैं निष्पक्षता से. तो दिस इज द हाइट्स एंड आयरनीज ऑफ आयरनी. I think Rahul Gandhi himself is booked under an FIR. So under what context is he putting a finger on Mr. Asthana, who's going to quash the FIR, who's going to court to quash the FIR? He's putting an allegation on an upright officer.
And ladies and gentlemen, may I just tell you that in about 7 minutes from now, we will unveil another link that will completely expose the Congress party, a Chidambaram link. And that's a powerful link. So ladies and gentlemen, why is this Chidambaram link extremely important? And why is some cabal within the CBI, within the investigative agencies, so defensive on the Chidambaram link coming out? And that's what I want to ask. Before I come to you, Tehseen Poonawala, let me get in Mr. Dinkar Lanka. Mr. Dinkar Lanka, is it important for all opposition parties at this point to question the credibility of the CBI, which is why you are jumping into the CBI 1 versus CBI 2 war because you want to take away from the investigations of the CBI. Is that the overall agenda of all political parties who are in the opposition today?
It is a very important and valid point that you raised, Navika. But the thing which happened today is a very important one is that Devendra Kumar, whose arrest is very important. The fabricated statement which prepared on 26/9/2018 as CM Ramesh, Rajya Sabha member of TDP, who was involved in this case on behalf of the Satish Sana, like that allegations, he prepared some kind of information, but it is absolutely fabricated. It was come out. That's why today his arrest was happened. I am unable to understand the series of information you are giving. You are giving various links. Whether these links are true or not, we are facing
Can you tell us if
severe
a preliminary inquiry was done before an FIR was filed against Mr.
whatever information you are providing? Because
Honorable sir,
No, it wasn't.
one second. Let me ask, I believe I am member of parliament.
Please, you don't interrupt me.
Sir,
you don't interrupt me.
do you know
I
that the
never thought
FIR was
anyone
uploaded
when
after the
I
period of
didn't interrupt
24 hours,
anyone.
as is usually the case? It's uploaded in 24 hours. It was delayed in the case of this FIR.
6 days.
You quite
6
Delayed
days.
by 6 days.
Delayed by 6
Last
days, and
2
secondly,
hours
no
I am seeing
preliminary
that.
inquiry
Why
has
are
been
you
done.
interrupting when I am speaking? It is very clear allegation which made by the false and misrepresentation of facts
Mr.
fabricated.
Lanka,
Today arrest happened. You
Lanka
don't
मत आप
hide
चलाओ.
facts by
झूठ की लंका नहीं,
intervening in
सत्य का
between.
डंका
You
बजाओ.
don't
There is
hide
a
Mr.
no
Lanka,
facts.
inquiry in
Mr.
this
Lanka,
case.
I want to ask you, and I want to get you on record, Mr. Lanka. Mr. Lanka,
they are using every institution against the opponents.
Mr. Lanka, I
Yes,
want to ask you, in the run-up to the 2014 elections, Mr. Lanka, listen to my question.
When Satish Sana is not there in Delhi, just they have prepared some statement.
Mr. Lanka, why don't you answer questions on behalf of the TDP which you represent? Mr. Lanka, I want to ask you questions on the TDP, not about Satish Sana. I want to ask you, Mr. Lanka, do you believe as a party which was in alliance with the NDA in 2014, you formed the government with Narendra Modi. At that time, did you believe that the 2G scam?
This is 26/9/2018.
Can I ask you a question?
Come out from the NDA,
did you believe that the 2G scam took place or not?
They are using all institutions. They are using all institutions against their opponents. It is happened on 26/9/2018 after coming out from NDA. All institutions under the Modi rule
Mr.
is
Dinkar Lanka,
undermining. Supreme Court judges
Mr.
came out.
Dinkar Lanka.
They told how
So
they
before
are
that,
abusing.
I'm coming to you, Ishtaran Bhandari. Mr.
They
Dinkar
came out,
Lanka.
They are fighting each
Mr.
other.
Dinkar
This is
Lanka.
incompetency of the Modi. He is no way.
Mr. Dinkar Lanka, I will have to put down your fader if you don't listen to my question. I'm asking you one question. The 2G scam.
That's what you don't want truth. You don't want truth. You don't want truth.
I want to bring out your truth also. Did you believe the 2G spectrum scam took place in the UPA era or not? A lot of your politics in the run-up to 2014.
I accept.
You accept it took place?
Yes, it happened.
It happened?
It happened. I accept.
And you accept.
It happened.
And you
I
accept. And you
100%
accept
I
at that time. At that
100%
time.
I accept.
You accept the 2G.
100% I accept it.
All right.
100% I accept it.
Then Mr.
2G,
Dinkar Lanka.
Commonwealth,
Then
scam,
Mr. Dinkar
Commonwealth,
Lanka.
all scams
Hold
happened.
on. I have some breaking news coming in. I have some breaking news and new revelations coming in. Even as Times Now reveals the Congress link to the CBI scandal, another sensational angle emerges on the Newshour tonight. An explosive July 21st, 2018 letter written by CBI Special Director Rakesh Asthana reveals how there could have been an attempt to drop the alleged Chidambaram link to 2G scandal. sensational details from the internal security editor Nikunj Garg, who joins me on this entire question. And if I can just show you what Rakesh Asthana wrote on the 21st of July 2018 and what he said there. He said, had these transactions been noticed by the 2G SIT, Special Investigation Team, perhaps the outcome of the case could have been different. Whether this direct linkage of Chidambaram with 2G linked companies having been overlooked by the SIT and ED authorities was a deliberate act of mischief or not needs serious consideration. Rakesh Asthana was raising the red flag over Chidambaram's link to the 2G investigations. Nikunj, take us through the details of Mr. Rakesh Asthana's letter. And is this yet another cover-up and yet another link to the Congress party that somehow is getting covered up by a cabal between the Enforcement Directorate and the CBI?
Well, Navika, clearly you will have to go at this stage by the word of the Special Investigation Team's boss. The Special Investigation Team was set up to probe all these high-profile cases, including Aircel Maxis and other cases where Mr. Chidambaram, former Home Minister, Finance Minister, a powerful UPA-era politician, top-ranking cabinet minister, his links have surfaced and charge sheets have subsequently been filed. Now, what Mr. Asthana is clearly saying that, there are certain elements in investigation that they uncovered, as in when the CBI was investigating under his supervision in that SIT, those elements of the corruption and connections, the direct connections to Mr. Chidambaram and his son were uncovered. He says that there was a lengthy investigation done by a previous special investigation team of both the ED and the CBI, but those crucial linkages were never examined properly. Now, this is the same kind of allegations, Navika, if you keep in mind what is surfacing in Mr. Shabbir Ali's case, courtesy Satish Shana's statements, at least to the CBI in the first instance. The same kind of allegations Mr. Asthana is now again in saying that, when Mr. Chidambaram was investigated by SIT, when the payoffs were being discussed, the channelization of the payoff money, the bribe money, it was never thoroughly exposed. And he also goes on to say that the 2G case probably crashed in the court of law, at least at the trial court level. Government obviously has gone in appeal. It crashed because there was some kind of collusion that he is hinting at, and he says it needs further investigation.
Important point made by Nikunj Garg, Shehzad Poonawalla. Is this Mr. Rakesh Asthana being targeted because he was speaking up about this crucial Chidambaram link?
I'll give you another example. Nikunj is a very, he knows the facts of what is going on. All those officers who have been trying to build up the cases which were, from the UP era cases, those officers are being targeted. You know of even Rajeshwar saying he was hounded by Mr. Chidambaram through an agent called Upendra Rai for following up the Aircel Maxis case. These are things in public domain. They have gone to Supreme Court on it. Ishkaran Bhandari would have fought that case. You know that ED officer Mr. Katoch was actually removed because he was not pursuing the National Herald case. These are facts that are in the public domain. This is a vindictive 70-year-old legacy that they have managed these people, they put their people in, and the moment something comes out, they strike at the roots.
But Ishkaran Bhandari, Rakesh Asthana points out to a cabal between the CBI and the Enforcement Directorate. Exactly. Who are these people?
Navika, as Shehzad was also saying, we all know how badly Rajeshwar Singh was targeted for investigating it during Chidambaram's role into all these scams. There cannot be a doubt that if a party rules for 70 years, it will have a lot of people conflict to it. It will have a lot of people it would have infiltrated. That is why Rahul Gandhi had this term infiltration. That is probably what the dynasty has been doing since for a very long time. But where they fall is that they do not know what they want to say. Either they say that CBI is completely controlled, or they say Asthana is the Prime Minister's man. That is where they fall, because instead of Congress party, it has today become a confused party.
But
they don't even have one clear allegation they want to make.
Ishkaran Bhandari, when Rakesh Asthana is raising a point about the 2G scam not being followed properly, then can you point fingers at him for doing this entire investigation in?
No. Navika, what allegations have come on an FIR against Rakesh Asthana is very premature. We will have to see how investigation proceeds, and you are telling probably is going to High Court also tomorrow. So we will see how that proceeds. As of now, FIR is only a prima facie complaint which has been acted upon. We will see how the investigation proceeds. And on the letters of Asthana, those were before CVC. The CVC has to see how it wants to proceed on that.
All right.
Now,
All right.
we say law of the land should be followed.
Actually,
and that is why I'm saying
actually astounded by the amount of manipulation my
ahead.
worthy brother Shehzad Punawala did on your show, and I'm stunned by it. So give me some time to clarify, because there are 3 points made. First, the point about the Member of Parliament, CM Ramesh. When the letter, rightly as you said, was written to
CM Ramesh, we haven't taken his name.
Yeah, but I'm telling you the Member of Parliament. I'm telling your viewers, CM Ramesh is the Member of Parliament being targeted. I'm telling your viewers. Now, CM Ramesh, the Member of Parliament, who they said had an alliance with Alok Verma, the current CBI director. This complaint was written on 24th August, as you rightly pointed out, to the CBC. Subsequent investigations have shown CM Ramesh never met Alok Verma. So therefore, the complaint made under Section 161 on 26/9/2018 was a fake complaint made. Hence, Devinder Kumar has been arrested.
By
It's been by CBI. It's been investigated, and that's come up. Even CVC is in know of that. That's point number one. Point number two, he spoke about Rajeshwar Singh. Absolutely true. Rajeshwar Singh, somebody I know personally, has been targeted. By whom? If you call Rajeshwar Singh today, Rajeshwar Singh will tell you, and Subramaniam Swamiji will tell you, he's being targeted by this government. Why is this government targeting Rajeshwar Singh if he's after Chidambaram? Yes, we know that Rajeshwar Singh was after Chidambaram. There's no denying.
If the investigation was so foolproof, why did the 2G scam case fall?
I'll explain that to you.
Because there was no scam, you will say.
Of course there was no scam in 2G. 2G
so,
was a figment of investigation.
So Tuhin Sinha,
and ma'am, let's forget 2G.
Tuhin Sinha and Dinkar Lanka. Tuhin Sinha and Dinkar Lanka, there was no 2G scam.
And that's not the debate. The debate is my last point.
There was no 2G scam. So there is no question of Chidambaram.
What if Asthana's arrested tomorrow? What if Asthana's arrested tomorrow?
So therefore there is no question of any Chidambaram linkage.
Navika.
Yes, Mr. Dinkar Lanka. There was no 2G scam.
There should be a question on there should be a question on UPA scams, as well as the scams in Rafale deal, as well as the scams which happened due to demonetization, exports of counterfeit currency.
You clearly
should be come out.
There is
do you believe, Mr. Dinkar Lanka, do you believe that there was no 2G scam? Do you believe there was no 2G scam?
Infusing his men from Gujarat bureaucrats as per the requirements of his fancies. He is targeting the political opponents.
I know you're very agitated because there are not one but two Congress links that have surfaced today on the Newshour. So I know you're very agitated. But Mr. Dinkar Lanka, was there no 2G scam? Yes or no?
2G scam would have been
anyone in India.
This is the problem with politicians. Ask them about a yes or no and they give you a lecture.
Today we are seeing.
Mr. Dinkar Lanka, was there a 2G scam or no?
Navika.
Definitely there is a, I believe 2G scam is there, Rafale deal scam is there, demonetization, counterfeit, fake currency scam is there. In UPA too there are scams.
Respond to Dinkar Lanka.
All the truth shall be come out.
Respond to Dinkar Lanka.
No, so if Dinkar Lanka ji is admitting 2G scam was there, he should also take cognizance of Nikunj's report, which clearly indicts Mr. Chidambaram. Had it not been for Mr. Chidambaram's interference, the outcome of the 2G scam would have been completely different, perhaps.
But Mr. Sinha, please answer one question.
So,
either you, Shehzad, or
Mr. Lanka should not change his stand just because today the situation may have changed and today he's not.
This government
he doesn't see political gain being with the BJP.
Properly investigate. If truth was not come out, it is the incompetency of the Narendra Modi. When you are making allegation, let the prove itself. They are unable to prove.
No, it is not the incompetence of the Modi government. In fact, the Modi government is trying to set things right. Under Modi government, under Modi ji's government, you don't have a CBI officer like Ranjit Sinha, who was operating as the personal staff of the Gandhi family.
I accept Modi is
Mr. Sinha, can you just answer one question? Under Modi government, Mr. Ranjit Sinha's file, the people he met in the 2G case went to the Honorable Supreme Court. This government promised to investigate it. This has been 4.5 years of this government. Where is that investigation? Why did Modi ji not investigate it? If there is so-called a 2G scam, Mr. Modi ji himself did not investigate it. Can you answer specific question?
It happens in this nation. It is happening under the dynamic.
Now, Sinha sir won't answer it. Neither will Shehzad answer it.
I want to ask you one basic question.
Navika, the Congress complicity.
Why is Modi ji not investigating it? Forget Congress.
You know, this is a serious issue, whatever has happened within the CBI, and I would once again appeal to Tehseen and the entire Congress party to just keep out of politicization of national institutions. Every institution.
Because that is 2G.
Shabir Ali, Chidambaram, two good reasons, and Dushyant Nagar Saab, two good reasons for the Congress. Congress जो है दो reasons उसके पास है. शब्बीर अली लिंक तेलंगाना में इलेक्शन है, इसलिए आप बड़ी कर रहे हैं वोटर्स को, और एक चिदम्बरम लिंक है. दोनों लिंक्स है जिसकी वजह से आज राहुल गांधी जंप इन कर गए हैं इस सीबीआई की कंट्रोवर्सी में.
पहली सरकार है देश की, 70 साल में पहली बार तो सीबीआई ने सीबीआई के अंदर केस दर्ज किया, घोटाले का आरोप लगा, गलत काम करने का आरोप लगा. हमारे तुहिन सिन्हा जी की पहली सरकार है जो हर काम के लिए विपक्ष के लिए जिम्मेदार ठहराती है. कुछ भी गलत हो जाए विपक्ष ने किया. अरे भैया, आपका क्या नैतिक जिम्मेवारी है?
आपकी हरकतों से साबित हो जाता है ना. ऐसे ऐसे ट्वीट्स आप करते हैं,
क्या बात कर रहे हैं?
छुपाए नहीं छुपता है.
पता चलेगा. हरकतें जरा 19 निकलने दो और राफेल पे जांच होने दो. फिर जो हरकतें जिनको आप बोल रहे हैं ना, ये राष्ट्र धर्म है सिन्हा जी, राष्ट्र धर्म और राजधर्म निभाना.
रफेल की जब आप बात करते हैं, राहुल गांधी जी को यही
बड़े नेता को आता है
क्या होता है.
रफेल की तरफ है, 2G स्कैम की तरफ नहीं,
नोटबंदी की तरफ भी है. अरे 2G स्कैम तो कभी था ही नहीं. जीरो लॉस थ्योरी आपने पढ़ी नहीं. किस प्रकार से कपील सिब्बल जी ने बताया देश को,
बाहर फेंक दिया था.
वो नहीं था,
दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी किया, क्लीन चिट दिया. कांग्रेस को बदनाम करने के लिए, डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह की छवि को खराब करने के लिए, एक महान अर्थशास्त्री को बदनाम करने के लिए रचा हुआ पूरा षड्यंत्र था 2G.
जल्दी, आई हैव वेरी लिटिल टाइम.
मैं सिर्फ इतना कहूंगा कि कल तक ये लोग बैठ के बोलते थे कि सीबीआई का गलत इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं मोदी जी. आज कह रहे हैं कि सीबीआई के नंबर 1 ने नंबर 2 पे केस कर दिया, सीबीआई चला नहीं पा रहे मोदी जी. तो ये लोग कल आरोप तय करके आए कि क्या कर रहे हैं मोदी जी सीबीआई के साथ, उसको चला रहे हैं, इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं कि नहीं चला पा रहे. अब ऑटोनॉमी दी है, सीवीसी तय करेगा.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, one thing is for sure. At a time when there are sensitive political cases within the CBI, this war between CBI's number 1 and number 2, does it add to the credibility of the CBI? What do our viewers have to say? Our viewers tonight say, people of India are fed up of Congress scandals. That's Vrushali Kulkarni. Lanka's no one has been prosecuted in the 2G scam till date. CBI court has even exonerated A. Raja. There was no documentary proof. So where goes the special investigation team's foolproof case? And that's the question Rakesh Asthana has raised. After the Gandhis, Chidambaram was the driving force behind most of the scams during the UPA. His name in the case is no surprise, says Rajendra Sharma. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the question coming in from our viewers. Questions about a Congress linked to the CBI scandal. What do you believe? And do you think the government can close its eyes and not respond to the situation and the credibility crisis of the CBI? Well, follow this space because we're going to continue to follow this story to its logical conclusion. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on this big debate, and to Nikunj Garg for breaking such a huge exclusive on the CBI versus CBI. Taking a short break, the clash coming up next. Don't go away.